Ronald Edward Comer,
Jamie Concepcion,
Albert Conte,
Denise Connolly,
Susan P. Conlon,
Margaret Mary Connor,
Cynthia Marie Lice Connolly.
The ceremonies are underway across the United States to commemorate the 20 years since the 9/11 attacks against the U.S. In New York, the ceremony started with a minute's silence at 8:46 local time, the exact time the first plane hit the North Tower of the World Trade Center in 2001. Nearly 3,000 people were killed across 3 locations. Thousands of people across the U.S. have gathered to mark the somber occasion. Events are also taking place around the world. Our next report captures the events of 20 years ago and the experiences of survivors. The horrors of September 11, 2001 unfolded in just under 2 hours. Nearly 3,000 people died in the worst terrorist attack in modern history, changing the world forever.
The United States military has begun strikes against Al-Qaeda terrorist training camps.
Over the next 2 decades, under 4 U.S. presidents, the federal government poured money and resources into protecting the country from another terrorist attack. This led to nearly 20 years of war in Afghanistan, which ended just last month after the Taliban's rapid offensive. It took the Taliban just over a week to seize control of the whole country, as government forces, trained for years and equipped by the United States and others at a cost of billions of dollars, melted away.
We went to Afghanistan for the express purpose of getting rid of Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan, as well as getting Osama bin Laden. And we did.
Although the war has ended, for many, the horrors of September 11 can never be forgotten. Tom Canavan was buried alive at the World Trade Center site when the Twin Towers collapsed.
I think it happened this morning. It's an everyday thing. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of something that day. Whether it's a person, whether it's a noise, whether it's a plane flying low. I mean, you look at the news every day, what goes on in the world. It'll never go away. I've come to terms with that, where people use a phrase, get over it. This isn't something you get over. You learn to deal with it.
Every year, the 9/11 Museum and Memorial leads the national remembrance with a ceremony to read the names of all the people who were killed, each of their names permanently etched around the footprints of the buildings where they perished.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light and the rocket's red
The ceremony includes 6 moments of silence for when each of the World Trade Center towers was struck and collapsed, as well as the attack on the Pentagon and the crash of Flight 93 into a field in Pennsylvania.